All right, so we're going to talk about The Expanse, uh, episode 10. It's the final episode of this season, season 5. And so it's I'm going to do this spoiler free. How's that? So one thing I like, again, I've talked about this in the past with The Expanse, is I love how they did have character actors that play really good parts, even one-off actors. But uh, when you lose a main character of the show, it always, if the show was done right, and which this one was, it hurts, right? Emotionally, you're like, you feel it. And I think the way that it happens in this show, I'm not going to tell, the details of what happened, or I don't want to spoil who passes away, but one of the main characters passes away, and it was done very well. It was done. The dramatic effect was done well. The science in the show was done well. This was a really good season finale, and from what I read on the internet, right, that it's renewed for season 6, which will be the final season. I'm glad, because there are loose ends, but they do a great job of the hints you see throughout this season. They do a lead up to the bad guy of this season, but they also give a prelude. If you've read the books, they literally are hinting and give you a prelude of who the bad guys are going to be in the future. So I don't know if they're going to do, because that's like one or two other books, maybe 3 books. There's a big time jump in the books that happens. It hasn't happened yet in the show. So I don't know if they're going to do that time jump part or not. They might. It would be interesting to see, they've done it. They've done it in other sci-fi shows before where they do a big time jump and you have the same characters and they're older. But it's usually on a final episode, right? They rarely do that for a full season, right? Star Trek did it. The Next Generation did it with All Good Things. The 100 did it in the end of not their final season, but the one before that, right? Where a couple of the characters grow really old in the final episode. Stargate has done it for when Teal'c grew old, right? Went back in time. That was for one episode. So to do that for a whole season would be very interesting to see the actors do that. To see if the actors can really pull that off and all that stuff. That would be interesting and fascinating. So this was a great episode. It tied up a bunch of loose ends. It left open a bunch of other loose ends. But again, if you've read the books, they did a good job of laying the groundwork for what's coming. The hints of what happens with the proto-molecule, which you didn't really see in the whole season, right? You saw it in like one episode about maybe what might or might have happened to it. So that was pretty fascinating. I recommend the show. It's a great show. I'd also recommend this channel. So I would say if you haven't seen it, this season finale, watch it. It's really good. Get caught up. As always, if you like my channel, please like, comment, feel free to subscribe. Thank you. Have a good day.